You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Get out of here. Let's go. Let's go.
Porky, 82, Porky. Liz 5-3, Liz 5-3. Shorty, shorty, shorty.
On play action, it's Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
82, 82.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He is going to find Hill here. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before. going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a play fake. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Black 58 round.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Go.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 4.
But you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Now it's Ajayi. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Grade 15.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. They give him a gain of 37. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi from 8 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Let's go. Great. Ram.
This is Clement. He finds an opening past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Clement, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Go. Hey, 81. Here, sit.
A run, it's Clement. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hang in there now. Ram. Run. Black, come on. Black. 82. Great 15.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Elliott puts this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On play action, Wentz. got some room to maneuver. Ertz over the middle. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Shorty. Black, come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
82.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. They're trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And some room to work. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Tate to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Great 15. List by 7. 81. Great. Run. Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Ertz has it left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Great 15.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Hurts with it, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 48 yards. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for two here. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now we get to the up man. That's Sherman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the ground, this is Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Left, 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 left!
Now Mahomes. The quick slant caught. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's Michael Bannon. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just